must have like took a lot to like actually get back.
Yeah, it was. I think like it took a long time just from like when I realized I was no, I did not.
Man City.
Like from when I like realized I wasn't gonna be able to play anymore,
Yeah.
even just from there to like actually get the surgery, because it's not a common surgery that I had. So just from that, it was like 6 months out, and then once I finally got the surgery, it was another probably 4 or 5 months before I could really do anything again. So
What did you do in that time? Did you pick up any hobbies or anything?
I mean, I've always felt that like when I'm injured, I'm actually like twice as busy as when I'm healthy, because like rehab just takes so much time. So I was like almost every day I was in the gym for 4 hours.
Whoa.
And then like that's not counting all the like home rehab and stuff that you have to do. So I mean, I don't feel like I had any time while I was injured. Like now I probably have way more hobbies than I ever did when I was injured. Like you just have to drop all that stuff and put full focus on getting your body back. So
that's true.
Joining me in the commentary position
that's
is
good. Like it would be like what we're just waiting for is like when they start having like when academies,
yeah, like proper.
Exactly.
We're waiting for that too.
The moment that happens, like it's gonna be like then you know the whole sport, like women's football is blowing on a different level.
Yeah, exactly.
Like because there's a lot of people that want to play.
Yeah.
Like, there's a
Yeah.
lot of.
I mean, it's the most popular sport in the world. So like, yes, no, what?
Holy. Okay. No.
Side netting.
I can't let that happen. No way.
I think that's like one of the things that's always so interesting coming from the US is just like how we do things compared to how like Europeans do things.
Yeah.
Like our club system is all.
Yes.
Second ball.
That was a sweaty. We call those sweaties in England. Like that was a sweaty goal.
What the hell is that celebration?
I don't know.
Peacocking over here.
He's happy. He's happy with himself.
He's happy with himself.
But I remember we lived in the US for a little bit.
Oh, nice.
We've seen that
in
LA.
Oh, okay.
So like we've seen that like football is actually like there's a big community for football.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like I think in the US you have college soccer, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And that's like you could say your form of academy or working through the system.
Yeah, in essence, like it's definitely.
It's more secure as well in a way when you think about it.
Yeah, for sure. Like, which is interesting because when you look at the professional system in the US, like our professional system is so much less secure than the European system.
Yeah.
Because like you can get traded at any moment, you can get dropped
Oh,
anytime.
you don't get told that you're
No,
getting traded.
like when I got drafted out of college to a team in Florida, and like my coach called me in preseason and basically just said like, hey, you have to be in Atlanta in 2 days.
Damn.
And I was like, all right, cool. Like I guess I'll get back in.
That's extreme.
And then you have to like readjust yourself.
Yeah, everything. I mean,
it takes time to perform as well because like you have to get used to everything, the team.
Yeah, everything. I mean,
yeah.
You have to move houses. You got to get to know your teammates again. You have to learn what the coach is looking for. You have to adjust to whatever new formation they might have or style of play or whatever you want.
But they want you to be.
But was this like the WPL or something?
This was the WPS.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So this was ancient history now.
Not that.
But now, do you think it's still the same with the NWSL?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I hear stories all the time of girls who maybe aren't happy with their club and they want to leave, but like the club owns their rights, so they can't leave. So, I mean, I'm sure you guys know like Kristen Press.
Yeah.
She was over in Gothenburg for a year. Like,
Yeah.
Obviously, she wasn't happy with the team that she was on, and she wanted to leave, but she wasn't. She didn't have the rights to do so. So that was why she ended up coming to Gothenburg the second time around, because it was the only thing that she could do in order to like leave her contract without, or to get her rights back without like losing a year of play.
messed up.
It's more. I don't know how to describe it. More politics involved in a weird way.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's just like they kind of do women's football like they do every other sport in the States. So, like, when you have a draft system, of course, like, you get drafted, that's your team. You don't choose what team you want to play for, you go where you're told.
Does that mean you have an agent as well?
Yeah, I have an agent. But, I mean, and yes, you can have an agent in the States and they help, like, negotiate your contract and stuff, but there's a lot less control on what you can and can't do.
So how do you think the US system compared to like Europe is? Like, do you think the Europeans are edging closer to what you'd want women's football to go towards, or?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think like I like the way that like the men's system works in Europe, like, and I like the way the women's system works in essence as well. Like the idea of like relegation promotion, the idea of an academy, the idea of owning your own rights. Yeah, like being able to grow up in an atmosphere where football is kind of your first priority.
Yeah.
I think really lends itself to the best possible players.
I think it has everything to do with money when you think about it.
That's what makes the world go around.
Exactly, that's true. So like, you just need a big investor to invest in women's football, and then everything has to like. There's no excuse for it to not change.
Yeah.
Like the salaries should go up higher. Salaries is probably one of the biggest differences as well.
Yeah, of course.
Which I to this day don't understand as well. It's hard to understand.
I mean, I think that like there's like multiple ways of looking at it, and like like obviously we make less money, and like I don't think that that's necessarily unfair when you look at just small things like not small but simple things like jersey sales and fans in the seats and things like that. It makes sense that we're making less money, but then at the same time, like when you look at the actual salaries of what the men are making, like that's also ridiculous. Like, does anybody actually deserve that kind of money? I don't know. Like,
if we look at England specifically, like right now, like all these teams, how much all these players are going for.
Yeah.
It's imagine if they gave a fraction of that money.
Exactly. Like that's what I think. It's not so much the fact that there's a difference. Like I think that makes sense. I think it's the fact of how big the difference is. Like these men are making more money in a week than a lot of us are making in 3-4 years. I mean, we have girls here and on every team I've ever played on that work full-time jobs.
Full-time jobs.
And they're playing professional.
And they're playing professional football, and it's like, how can you ever expect to be at your best when you're working 40 hours a week and playing football 25 hours a week or whatever? Like,
it's not easy.
No. And I think that's the thing that people often forget is like, when you're playing football, like, yeah, you're only on the field maybe for a couple hours a day. But like, it's a lifestyle to play football professionally. It's not just, come on, hit it.
Oh
shit. Rebounds, you guys, rebounds. But yeah, so like, it's one thing to work 40 hours a week, in an office, and then
invest another 40 or 20 or something like that.
Yeah, but like if you're working in an office, like you don't have to go home and eat, however much protein, however much.
Yeah.
You don't have to sleep 9 hours in order to recover for your job. You don't have to spend 2-3 hours rehabbing your body or dealing with injuries. Like you go to your job and oh shit.
Your job.
Come on, Dave, be big here.
Kick Whiting, bring him up.
Yes, Dave saves!
Oh! No, hey, I got a bit cocky there. Like, I was like, I'm scoring this. I was like, I'm just going to slow down. No way.
That was directly at him.
No way. That's not happening.
Down the left. Luke Shaw's left.
Slide down. Go down. Do stuff.
Using all his defensive acumen to cut it out.
Nope.
But yeah, I think that like the thing that most women that I know, at least, the thing that they're more concerned about than salary is like the standards in clubs. Like we're just looking for like proper medical, proper like cultures and clubs, like to just be treated professionally. Like I don't think there's so many women that expect to be millionaires from playing this sport, but like we do expect to.
It will come in time.
Have good pitches that we're playing on. Like we do expect to have the right equipment, like stuff like that. And I think that that's where sometimes the story is getting lost. Like people think that we all expect to be making salaries like Messi, and it's like it's not what we want. We just want to be able to stay at a hotel after driving 9 hours to a game. Like,
oh yeah, that must be stressful.
Yeah, I mean, like here we have it pretty good. Like we were just in York Gordon. That's a 7-hour drive or whatever, and we stayed in the hotel, and like things are great. But I've been on teams where that's not the situation, where you're making 10-hour drives and then playing a game.
Whoa.
It's like how can you ever perform at your best?
Oh, you don't even not even a day rest.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Straight game that day.
Yeah, like you're and then back on.
No.
Yes! Come on! Pogba.
Yeah, I told you.
Yeah, you should have had him on the pitch. You should have just subbed him up.
Now it's a match.
No, I need to score now. 1-1. I need to score.
Yeah, but you also think that after playing football, you'd want it as like a career, like something that could pay you for now and for later on, so you don't have to really work.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's obviously a stress that like all older players have. When you're young, you don't really think about it. You're just playing for playing.
Yeah.
And as you start to get older, you have to start thinking about like what's next.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm not necessarily wishing that I could like retire from life. Like
it is
like
good
30s. But it would be nice to be able to like finish football and have a bit of time to figure out what it is I want to do next, and not have to worry about jumping straight into a career or into a job that I'm not necessarily passionate about. Like it would just be nice to have that kind of cushion that having a bit more money gives you. Like,
no, what's that?
No, you're struggling.
But I mean, again, it has improved. Like, and the way that women's football is going is super encouraging. And like, I was actually just having this conversation with a friend of mine the other day that like, we're gonna be old ladies talking about how like, yeah, we paved the way for this, but it's not moving at the pace that is really gonna be effective for those of us who are already playing.
Yes.
People should have said that.
Yeah, you should have.
One for his own.
Should give him some tips.
Schmeichel. Losing your shit.
Why? I'm pressing X. Why isn't it just...
You have to hold it.
Oh.
You don't tell Schmeichel what to do.
He
tells you what to do.
In fact, you don't control it either.
You have no power here. Even though I'm trying to control it. That's crazy.
Come on, ball on, boys.
But when we actually walked in, like when we came to the stadium, and we were actually like, whoa. That was our first reaction. Like we were like, okay, this is
stadium.
actually
Yeah, it's so nice.
Actually nice.
Yeah,